2022 Chicagoland Collegiate Athletics.
Live from
Tonight's matchup features the
Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois. This afternoon, I should say tonight, we bring you our continuing coverage of the 2022 Chicagoland Collegiate Athletics Conference Championship, the baseball championship tournament. As tonight it is game number 14 of a potential 15. As we are down to the final two teams, as tonight it will be the Olivet Nazarene University Tigers against the Judson University Eagles. Olivet, the winner of the winner's bracket, so they will win the tournament if they win this game tonight. If Judson wins, then we will be back with you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for a second championship round game. Hi again, everybody, and good evening. I'm Tom Westenfeld. Great to have you along with us again on a beautiful summer-like evening here. 80 degrees, the game time temperature, as Olivet Nazarene
at first base.
Seemingly steamrolling to another CCAC tournament championship. It would be their third straight, dating back to 2019. They won that tournament, no tournament in 2020 due to COVID-19. And then they defeated St. Xavier last year, and now they are going for another tournament title here tonight. And it'll be Judson, the visiting team for tonight's game. Judson able to get to this game by virtue of their 15-0 elimination game win earlier on today over St. Ambrose University. Taking a look at the batting orders for tonight's game. For Judson, it'll be Benjamin Nelson leading it off and in left field. Cameron Pauly batting second and at second base. Alex Spang catching and batting third. Tommy Moran, the DH, batting fourth. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Timothy Ellinger. Batting sixth, Adam Zaratsky, the right fielder. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Dane Frederick. Batting eighth, Connor Wiegman. He'll be at third base. Batting ninth will be Alec McLennan. And he will be at shortstop again tonight for Judson.
Hitting ninth in center field,
and on the mound, it'll be Emilio Gutron, Guitron, the senior from Burridge, Illinois. And meanwhile, for the Olivet Nazarene Tigers, it will be Robert Jackman leading it off and in left field, followed by Ryan Russman batting second and at second base. It'll be Nolan Lewis, the DH, batting third. Tyler Wheeler, the catcher, batting fourth. Jacob Bultice batting fifth and in right field. And it'll be Kai Hudson batting sixth and at shortstop. Gunnar Pullins batting seventh and at first base. Alex Ortiz batting eighth and at third. And batting ninth will be the center fielder Donovan Yell. Aaron Gustafson on the mound tonight for Olivet Nazarene, who is getting close to the all-time strikeouts record at Olivet Nazarene. As we get ready to go, they have flip-flopped the scoreboard, and now Judson is being shown as the visiting team. And so we are about ready to go for championship baseball here at the 2022 CCAC baseball tournament. We'll have some ambient sunlight for a while yet, as most of the infield right now in shade. As Aaron Gustafson on the mound tonight. Olivet Nazarene, what a year. They've won 29 of their last 30 games. They got to this point with a 5-4 win in the opening game, a come-from-behind win over Indiana South Bend. Then they edged St. Francis in their second game, followed by a win over St. Ambrose last night. So here we go. And it'll be Benjamin Nelson leading it off now for Judson, as the Judson Eagles able to put up 15 runs in the first game that started today at 4 p.m. So the first pitch, and ducking out of the way, that one is Nelson. So quickly, 1 ball and no strikes here. Getting underway at 7:02 p.m., 80 degrees, the game time temperature. A very summer-like evening here. As the next pitch in for a called strike, that makes it 1-1.
80 degrees.
Nelson, left-handed hitter, stands in. And the 1-1 from Gustafson. Working quickly. There's a swing and a miss at a ball that dove down in the zone. So a ball and 2 strikes. Gustafson gets the sign from Wheeler. And the 1-2. Swung on and hit high into the air. Medium deep center field. That stays up there for a very long time. And the catch made by Donovan Yell in center for out number 1. One away, and that'll bring up Cameron Pauly. Pauly, left-handed batter, standing in. As the first pitch from Gustafson, and that'll be swung on and missed 0-1. Pauly in game 1 today had a strikeout, a sacrifice, a single for an RBI, a fly out, and then a walk. And now the count is going to be 0-2 here as we play in the top of the first inning in this championship round game in the CCAC baseball tournament. 0-2 down low, making it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alex Spang next. He had the big hit in the game today. Had a long home run that really, in a manner of speaking, put the game out of reach for St. Ambrose. There's a foul back to the screen. As it is now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cameron Pauly. Gustafson kicks and deals. Fastball high. And now on the board, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lefty versus lefty matchup here. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a foul back. So the at-bat stays alive here for Pauly. Gustafson needs 6 strikeouts to tie the all-time Olivet Nazarene record, and 7 to take the lead. There's a swing and a miss at a curveball, and there's 1 strikeout there for Gustafson, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 away, and that'll bring to the plate Alex Spang.
Your number 30, Alex Spang.
Gustafson this year coming into the game 6-4 with a 2.94 ERA. Spang goes after the first pitch and fouls it into the mitt of Tyler Wheeler. So 0-1 on the foul tip. Here's the wind, compact windup by Gustafson to the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that makes it 0-2. 2 out, nobody on, top of the first inning. The pitch. Fastball high and away. So a ball and 2 strikes. And the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning by Gustafson, and Judson out in order in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We go bottom 1. And it is Judson nothing. Olivet Nazarene coming to bat. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We go now to the bottom of the first inning. Robert Jackman to lead it off here for Olivet Nazarene, as Judson not able to score in their top half of the first inning. And the first pitch here to Jackman, high and tight. So 1 ball and no strikes here. It'll be Jackman, Russman, and then Nolan Lewis to up here to start the ball game for Olivet Nazarene. Here's the 1-0. And in for a called strike, and that makes it 1-1. Emilio Gutron on the mound. Gutrion on the mound for Judson. There's a strike called. And so now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Righty versus righty here. Another pitcher working quickly. We've had that situation quite a bit here in the last few games. Pitchers working at a very brisk pace. As 1-2 here to Jackman. Olivet Nazarene is a team of .311 team batting average coming in. Jackman hitting at .369 on the year. Goes after the first pitch here, lofts it into right field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. So Jackman starting off the Tigers' first inning with a base hit, and that'll bring to the plate Ryan Russman. Russman, .322 on the year. He has no home runs and 25 runs batted in.
Second baseman, number 4, Ryan Russman.
So Russman with that wide stance, he'll bring that front foot forward in alignment with a swing, but he squares the bunt here. Took the pitch, the throw to second base as the runner going, and I believe they got him. So Jackman is out trying to steal, and that's the first out of the inning. So Russman bats now with 1 out and nobody on base. So Olivet trying to get a runner in scoring position right away, but not able to do so. The first pitch was called a strike. There's a swing and a foul down the right field side out of play. So now 0-2, I believe the count now to Russman. 1 out, nobody on base. On a windy and warm May evening here. Here comes the pitch, and that'll sail to the backstop. That drew a reaction from the Olivet Nazarene bench. And now the wind and time call. And there's a swing and a soft liner. Leaping catch made at shortstop for out number 2. So Russman lines to the shortstop, 2 away in the inning. Alec McClendon, the leaping grab there, timing it perfectly. And now that'll bring to the plate Nolan Lewis. And the first pitch here, coming in over, but looked like a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Guillatron, the next pitch, and that'll be low. And so the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Lewis, right-handed DH, standing in, the 2-0. Hit well, and that'll be into left field for a base hit. Solid contact there by Nolan Lewis. Second hit of the inning now for Olivet Nazarene, and they have a 2-out base runner aboard. And that'll send to the plate the catcher, Tyler Wheeler.
Catcher number 33, Tyler Wheeler.
Wheeler at .348 on the year. Has 11 home runs and 39 runs batted in. A win tonight for Olivet will close out the tournament. If Judson wins, we will return tomorrow night for one final game at 7 p.m. here in Joliet. Once again, a great tournament to call. Throw to first base and the runner back in safely. Wheeler, right-handed batter, standing in. And the pitch. Fastball, letter high, called strike, and it's 0-1. Judson not able to score in the top of the first inning. Olivet got a leadoff single from Robert Jackman, but he was out trying to steal. And so now they have a 2-out base runner at first base. Here's the next pitch. And it'll be taking a strike at knee-high level there. So 0-2 now to Tyler Wheeler. Jacob Bultice, the right fielder, would be next. Wheeler back into the batter's box. Lewis takes the lead at first base. Here's the pitch, low and outside. Good play there by Alex Spang, kind of sliding over to his right to keep that ball in front of him as the count goes to 1-2 to Tyler Wheeler. Throw to first and the runner back in. All right, Guitron now looks in for the sign. And the pitch. Swung on and hit into the air. Kind of curling toward the right center field, and Dane Frederick moves over, reaches up, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So Wheeler flies out to center, and in the inning, no runs for Olivet Nazarene on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base after 1. No score in this championship round game. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we move here to the top half of inning number 2. It is a 0-0 game here in this first of potentially 2 championship round games. And Tommy Moran leading it off now for Judson. It'll be Moran, Ellinger, and Adam Zaratsky due up here as Aaron Gustafson into the line of the first pitch, and it'll be drilled into center field for a base hit. So Moran gets the first hit of the game. He's the first Judson Eagle base runner tonight, and that'll bring up Timothy Ellinger.
First baseman, number 5, Timothy Ellinger.
So Ellinger now to the plate. As I'm going to try to call up the box score from the game earlier on today, as the first pitch here missing outside. 1 ball to no strikes to Ellinger. Judson winning that game 15-0. As Ellinger in that game had 5 at bats. Here's the next pitch, and that'll just missed off the outside corner. Ellinger 2 for 5 with an RBI in Judson's game 1 today. Has a 2-0 count, so the count in his favor. Left-handed batter awaits in the pitch. In for a called strike to make it 2-1. Gustafson out of the stretch. Left-hander looking in. Here's the pitch. Line drive right by Gustafson's glove. Gloved at second base there by the shortstop, and then the throw to first in time for the out. Kai Hudson all over that after it went whistling by Gustafson's glove. And so a double play there, and there are 2 down in the inning.
Right fielder.
So 2 out, nobody on, and that'll bring up Adam Zaratsky. And the first pitch here is in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Zaratsky, right-handed batter, stands in, and the pitch. Missing outside to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Zaratsky today 2 for 4 in the elimination game, as there's a strike called. That runs into a ball and 2 strikes. Great setting here. Lights are not yet on, but a good crowd on hand for this championship round matchup. There's a ball outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind now. The pitch from Gustafson to Zaratsky. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. Third strikeout of the game for Gustafson in the inning. No runs on a hit. No errors, nobody left on base. We go bottom 2, no score. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball.
Right fielder, number 25, Jacob Boltice.
Jacob Boltice to lead it off here in the second inning for Olivet Nazarene. It'll be Boltice, Hudson, and Pullins 2 up for the Tigers. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, no score in the game. And Guitron, the first pitch here, and that'll be missing low and away, and it's 1-0. Boltice, 353 on the year. 2 home runs, 33 runs batted in. Bounces one just to the right of the mound. Guitron tried to reach out, couldn't come up with it. It goes to Paulie at second, who throws to first for the out. So 1 away in the Olivet Nazarene second, and now that'll bring to the plate Kai Hudson.
Shortstop,
Hudson at 327 this year. A home run and 35 runs batted in. Here's the wind now in the first pitch. And that'll be in for a called strike. And it is 0-1. Righty versus righty in the delivery. Over but low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Want to say hi to Judson Sports Information Director Austin Anderson. He is tuned in, and as there's a strike call to the letters. Austin was good enough to toss me a shout out while he was broadcasting in Florida this spring. So Austin returning the favor here tonight. There's a swing and a miss at the ball low and away. Really fooled Hudson there. Was a drop third strike, and the tag made by Alex Spang, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Gunnar Pullins.
Gunnar Pullins.
Pullins had the play of the tournament, in a manner of speaking. In the last game for Olivet, there's a ball outside. 1-0. Pullins circled the bases on what was officially scored a single. Was able to take advantage of a defensive miscue to advance to third. There's a high fly ball to right field. And back there to make the catch is in straightaway right field, Zaratsky, and that will end the inning.
In the inning for Olivet Nazarene,
so Adam Zaratsky makes the catch.
Nobody was left on base.
As in the inning for Olivet Nazarene, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base after 2, no score. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Welcome back here to Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois.
Center fielder, number 1, Dane Frederick.
And it'll be Dane Frederick starting it off here for Judson University. Frederick, Wiegman, and McLennan do up for the Eagles. As here is Aaron Gustafson into the wide, and the first pitch fouled back to the screen, or to the back wall rather. And so it's 0-1 here to Dane Frederick. Lefty versus righty here in the pitch as the lights now starting to come on here in Joliet. Is that 0-1 missing outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Frederick 2 for 4 in the game today for Judson. Swinging a bouncer over the mound, and that'll try to sneak into center field. Knocked down there behind second base by Russman, but while he made a throw, no chance there. And so Frederick aboard with an infield single for Judson.
Third baseman, number 18, Connor Wiegman.
So now that'll bring up Connor Wiegman. Wiegman 0 for 5 in the game today. He was the only Judson Eagle not to get a hit in game 1 in that 15-0 win over St. Ambrose. Squares to bunt here, pulled it back, and the pitch in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Again, McLennan next, and then back to the top of the order, and Benjamin Nelson. A few days ago, we had the heaters on here in the press box. Now we've got the AC cranked up here. Next pitch, Wiegman bunts, came out halfway to the mound, picked up by Gustafson, whirls, throws to first for the out. Frederick is second on the sacrifice by Connor Wiegman. So 1 away, and Judson with a runner in scoring position, and then we'll bring to the plate Alec McLennan. McLennan 1 for 3
Shortstop
with a run scored earlier on today. Also drove in a pair. As Judson had 15 runs on 16 hits in that game. The offense just kept going and going and going in that contest. McLennan out of the box briefly, now back and ready to go. Gustafson out of the stretch in the first pitch. That'll be a curve, missing high and away, 1-0. Again, Nelson next, and then Cameron Pauly if we get that far. Here in the top half of inning number 3. Championship round of the CCAC tournament. And the pitch. Fastball missing outside, and 2-0. Gustafson takes his time, now back on the rubber. Aaron Gustafson, the right-hander, a left-hander, looking in to the right-handed hitter. And the pitch will not be made. Look back at second base, but no throw by Gustafson. Now the lefty looks in again for the sign from Tyler Wheeler. And the pitch. Started to swing, held up, and the pitch came in over, but a little bit low. A good decision there by McLennan to hold up. As he is back in the batter's box now. And he has a prime situation here. 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball low, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk from McLennan. And now 2 aboard here for the Eagles. And that'll bring up Benjamin Nelson. Nelson flying to center field his first time up. That started the ball game here. As we play in the top of the 3rd inning, no score. Gustafson right now in a little bit of a mini jam here. And the pitch. And that'll be a strike as Nelson tried to drag bunt that ball, and the pitch in the zone, as I believe they said that he pulled it back. Either way, 0-1 the count. Lefty versus lefty. Time called. All right, Gustafson comes set now. And the pitch. Good curve, and it looked like there that Nelson swung over it, and he's behind at 0-2. 71-mile-an-hour curveball there. I'm going to double check that. That's kind of faint on the board, and it is actually at 74. That pitch was at 74 miles an hour. Some of the light bulbs on that display board are burnt out, turning a 4 into a 1. There's a ground ball wide of first foul. Good play in the first base coach's box there. As Nelson staying alive at 0-2. 1 out, runners at first and second for Judson. Top of the 3rd inning in a scoreless game. Gustafson gets the sign. And the pitch swung on, bounced foul again down the right field side. Well, I hope all of you in the audience can put up with a little bit of a raspy voice in this game. 14th game in less than a week. Here's the pitch. And that's a fastball. Wow, that just missed off the outside edge. So a ball and 2 strikes here. Wind continuing to blow from right to left. It's been a breezy day, to say the least, here in the Chicago area. Lengthy at bat here time-wise. Here's the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball. Swung on and missed, and so Nelson is a strikeout victim there. Fourth strikeout for Gustafson. He's now 2 away from tying the all-time Olivet Nazarene strikeout record. Although I'm sure on his mind right now is getting out of this inning.
Second baseman, Cameron Pauly.
Cameron Pauly now to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and now time will be called. All right, 2 on, 2 out in the inning. First pitch here to Pauly. Curve in for a called strike. Nicely executed pitch there by Gustafson. He's behind is Pauly at 0-1. All right, Gustafson now again out of the stretch. Here's the 0-1. Overthrew that as he clearly missed his release point there, and it came down and away. And the count even at 1-1. One of those situations where the pitcher again on the follow-through. A little bit too late on the release point, and he almost directs it downward inadvertently. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that'll be missed, and or did they call that a foul ball? I think that may have been the case. Either way, a 2-strike situation now for Pauly. Tyler Wheeler was quickly on his feet and out in front of the plate getting to that ball. So 1 and 2 for Pauly. Gustafson kicks and fires, down and away, and now Wheeler again able to block that pitch, keeping the base runners at bay as the count here 2 and 2 for Pauly. Alex Spang would be next. 2 on, 2 out. Top of 3 in a scoreless game. And the delivery. Fastball missing off the outside edge. And that will run it full. So Gustafson in danger of loading the bases here if he cannot find the strike zone or induce an out. The 3-2. Curveball. Just missed a little bit high. And so Pauly, a great at bat there, able to get the walk.
Catcher number 30, Alex Spang.
So the bases are loaded now for Alex Spang, who had that home run in the first game today. We've not yet had a grand slam in this tournament. As Spang steps in. Spang struck out his first time up back in inning number 1. Bases loaded. 2 down here, an early threat for Judson. First pitch to Spang, goes after that and came up empty, and he's behind at 0-1. Runners at every base for Judson. That pitch coming in at around 80 miles an hour. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and popped up right side, and that'll be out of play. Getting into the twilight here now for the next hour or so. Going to be a little bit hard seeing the ball off the bat from up here in our broadcast booth. No balls and 2 strikes the count here. Here's the set now by Gustafson, and the pitch. Swing and a foul tip, held on to there by Wheeler, and that will end the inning. And Judson leaving the bases loaded.
In the inning for Judson, no runs, 1 hit, no errors.
So in the inning,
We're left on base.
no runs, on a hit, no errors. 3 runners left on. We go bottom 3, no score. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back with you from Joliet, Illinois. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning in this championship round matchup, and the first pitch coming in high for ball 1 from Emilio Guitron as Alex Ortiz batting for Olivet Nazarene. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on, bounced to third base on a 2-hopper. Glove there by Weekman. Throw to first base, a little bit low, but they record the out. And 1 away in the inning. So Ortiz grounds out to third, and then I'll bring up the center fielder, Donovan Yell. Yell coming into the ball game, 298 on the year.
54, Donovan Yell.
Has a home run and 28 runs batted in. Righty versus lefty here, and the first pitch to the Olivet center fielder. Lofted into left field, but it gets some air under it, but coming on a little bit, kind of having to make a little bit of a kind of a mini sliding catch. Benjamin Nelson in left field, and that's 2 quick outs for Olivet here in their half of the third. 2 away and back to the top of the order, and here's Robert Jackman.
Robert Jackman.
Jackman 0 for 1 with a single. Correction, 1 for 1 with a single back in the first inning. Then he was caught stealing at second base. First pitch here, and that'll miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Ryan Russman would be next. 0-0 game, bottom half of inning number 3. Pitcher's duel developing here. Foul ball off to the right out of play. That makes it 1-1 for Jackman. Well, offensively, this game going a little bit differently for Judson. After they tossed up 15 on the board earlier on today, there's a ball low and away. So now 2-1 the count. And the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Dane Frederick backpedals a few steps, reaches up, one-handed catch, and that will end the inning. Both pitchers outstanding in the early going of tonight's game.
No hits, no errors.
No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. After 3 complete, no score. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball.
Leading off the Judson 4th inning, the designated hitter, number 23, Tommy Moran.
Tommy Moran leading it off now for the Judson Eagles in a scoreless game. And the first pitch coming in from Aaron Gustafson. Misses outside, 1-0. Moran 1 for 1 with a single tonight. Good ball game. No score. And it's being played at a briskly. There's a foul ball off to the right out of play. Was about to say this game being briskly played, as it is at a brisk pace. Either way, 1-1 to Tommy Moran. And the pitch, sweeping curve, and that'll be in for a called strike to make it 1-2. Moran singled in the first inning, then was erased on a 6-3 double play. Here comes the sign. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll be out number 1. So now that'll bring up Timmy Ellinger. Timothy Ellinger hit into that 6-3 double play back in the second inning. I've got 6 strikeouts for Gustafson now. That ties him for the all-time record for Olivet Nazarene pitchers for strikeouts. There's a curveball missing 1-0 here. So Gustafson about to make history in the Olivet Nazarene baseball program. There's a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Assuming he will get at least 1 more strikeout. And the way he is going, I suspect that is an overwhelming likelihood there's a called strike on a curveball, and that makes it 1-2, and that may happen right now. Ellinger, a ball and 2 strikes. Zaratsky next, and then Dane Frederick. There's a heater missing outside. 2-2. Gustafson working out of the windup. The 2-2. Swinging a little tapper. That'll be fouled at home plate. So it stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ellinger, left-handed batter, awaits. And the 2-2. A little bit of a hanger, grounded to the left side. And deep in the hole at shortstop, and the throw in time for the out. Kai Hudson, a marvelous play there. Ranging to his right, and one of those throws from the hole where you're falling away, but he got it there on one hop. A good pickoff as well there by Pullins at first base. And that's the second out of the inning. Good play there all around. The throw by Hudson and the pickup there by Gunnar Pullins. And now here's Adam Zaratsky. First pitch here. Fouled back to the backstop, and it's 0-1 to Zaratsky, who struck out swinging back in the second inning. More great defense. We have seen so many really great defensive plays during the course of this tournament. And that pitch coming in low, check swing there. They appeal to the first base umpire, who says that Zaratsky did not go around, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Gustafson kicks and deals. Breaking ball in for a called strike. Beautiful pitch there, and it's 1-2. Dane Frederick would be next. 2 out, nobody on base. Top of the 4th, no score. Fastball well upstairs there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gustafson quickly off the rubber, now back and ready to go. And here comes the 2-2. Swing and a foul tip caught behind the plate, and there's the record-breaking strikeout for Aaron Gustafson, wasting no time there. 7 strikeouts now in 4 innings of work. As in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Gustafson as well getting some great help in the field in that half inning. We go bottom 4, no score. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We move on to the bottom of the 4th inning here. We are zooming along in this game. Bottom of 4, no score. And Ryan Russman to start it off here for Olivet Nazarene against Emilio Guitron. And the first pitch here, it'll be a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Russman, Lewis, and Wheeler due up for Olivet Nazarene. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and in the air. Ball has some carry to it as it goes fairly deep to left field, almost to the warning track, and the ball caught in left field by Benjamin Nelson, and that's the first out of the inning.
Number 26, Nolan Lewis.
1 away, and that'll bring up Nolan Lewis, who singled back in the first inning. So he's 1 for 1 in the game. Guitron into the wide in the first pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Well, obviously, 0-0 game. Anybody's ball game at this point here. Olivet trying to conclude the tournament with a win. There's a ball low and away. 1-1 now to Lewis. And Judson trying to extend this tournament one more game, although both now will make the NAIA World Series. There's a swing and a miss at home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lewis, right-handed batter, awaits the 1-2. And this is a line drive, and it'll be into right center field for a base hit. Long run there, and right by Zaratsky, sliding to get to the ball, and then the throw into the infield just barely late. As Nolan Lewis, a head-first slide into second base for a nicely executed double there. Cameron Pauly leaped there at second base, nearly was able to reel it in. And then it quickly got out, fairly deep into right center field. Zaratsky sliding, getting to the ball, and then his throw came up just a little bit late. So now here's Tyler Wheeler. Wheeler 0 for 1, a fly out to center field in the game. Runner in scoring position for the first time tonight for Olivet Nazarene here in the bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch coming in, foul back, and it's 0-1. Jacob Boltey's next, then it would be Kai Hudson. No balls, 1 strike the count. Guitron out of the stretch. It's been a rarity for him in this game. Right-hander comes set now, and the pitch. Fastball. A little bit low, might have been a little bit outside, and the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on here. Scoreless game, bottom of the fourth inning. Some tension here at this stage of the game as we're just into the middle frames. Time called now. Guitron steps off the mound. Off the rubber, rather. Never left the mound. Now he's back and ready to go. Looks in for the sign as Wheeler holding the bat out in front of him for a while. Now he's ready to go. And the pitch. Started to swing, held up, and the pitch came in high. That moves the count to 2 balls and a strike. Righty versus righty. The 2-2. Low and away. And now that was rather a 2-1 pitch, and now that'll run the count to 3 balls and a strike. Got a little ahead of myself there. 3-1 now here to Wheeler. Right-handed batter awaits. 1 on, 1 out. Olivet trying to put up the first run of the game on the board here. Here's the 3-1. Strike called. Wheeler was about 20 feet up the line after he tossed the bat aside, but he'll have to come back to the plate as the at-bat will continue. 3-2 now to Wheeler. Wheeler, I think, trying to regather himself a little bit after he already thought he had the walk. All right, here's the set now. And the 3-2 pitch from Guitron to Wheeler. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Drop third strike. Throw to first base for the out. You know, what a change of fortunes there for Wheeler. Thought he had a walk, and he winds up getting a strikeout out of it. So 2 away in the inning, and that'll bring up Jacob Boltey. Boltey 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to second base his first time up.
Jacob Boltey.
So Guitron trying to get out of this inning without any damage, trying to keep the game tied as the first pitch in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Oh, you love the enthusiasm of both sets of fans here. Both schools well represented here tonight in this championship round matchup. Here's the set now. And the 0-1. Swung on and missed there, and it's now 0-2. Kai Hudson would be next. A real different atmosphere. Early in the tournament, we had those such bad weather days, and the crowds were really at a minimum. Fun to have spectators in the crowd in the stands here. Had good crowds as well earlier on today. Weather helping that as well. As the next pitch missing outside. 1-2. Although at all of the games during the cold weather, there were fans here bundled up, staying out of the drizzle, but they were able to tough it out. And compliments to all who attended all of the cold weather games played around this part of the nation over the spring. There's a foul back to the screen or to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That last pitch coming in at 75. Guitron walking back to the mound after getting a new baseball. Now Boltice back into the batter's box. Angled stance set back toward the back end of the batter's box. Here's the 1-2. Cued and going to the back wall, and so it stays 1-2. Pace of the game slowing a bit here, but understandably so. Now Guitron will walk off the rubber again, and now Boltice will step out of the batter's box. And now the umpire will back away, takes off his mask, and now has it back on. And now Boltice is back into the batter's box. A lot of movement there around the mound and around the plate these last few seconds. Guitron now comes set. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Good stop behind the plate by Alex Spang. So now 2-2. Boltice back into the batter's box. Guitron looking in for the sign. And now time called. Boltice now back ready and into the box. There's some chatter from the stands here. And here's the 2-2. Taken low. And so the count extends now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kind of a time-consuming at bat here, but a good battle. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, drop third, throw to first base. And that'll be in time, and that'll close out the inning. And that ends the mild threat there for Olivet Nazarene. They get a runner in scoring position, cannot move him across. In the inning, no runs. Olivet wasting a 1-out double. That was the only hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. And after 4, no score. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So the scoreless battle continues as we move to the middle frame of this championship round game. First of a possible two. And for Judson now, Dane Frederick will lead it off against Aaron Gustafson, the new all-time Olivet Nazarene strikeouts leaders. The first pitch here missing outside, 1-0. Frederick, Wiegman, and McLennan due up. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, and that'll be fouled back. So a ball and a strike here. Top of the fifth inning. Tense ball game here. 5 combined hits in the game. There's another foul ball. So now 1-2 is the count. Olivet Nazarene with 3 hits, Judson with 2. No errors yet in the game. Very well played game to this point. There's a swing and a foul ball again. So a good job here by Frederick. Staying alive with 2 strikes. Gustafson kicks and deals. And there's a bouncer foul toward the left side on deck circle. Still 0-2. So Olivet getting a 1-out double in the last half inning, but not able to move him around. And it stays a 0-0 tie. The 0-2 pitch. This is ripped to the left side. A diving attempt and a catch made there by Kai Hudson, diving to his right and making the play just as the ball was about to hit the turf.
Third baseman, number 18, Connor Wiegman.
So 1 away, and now here's Connor Wiegman. Now there's a play like that, I think on, was it Saturday or last night? Anyway, here's the first pitch to Wiegman, and in on a curveball for a called strike. That curve at about 69 miles an hour. 0-1 now to Wiegman. There was a little bit of a soft liner out to short left field, and there was a catch made. That was the ruling, but nobody here in the press box, we talked about it after the play was made, is there's a high foul fly left side out of play. We weren't sure that the catch was made, and we were thinking as well that it maybe moved into left field because of the reaction of the left fielder who came charging in on that play, but it was ruled a catch, as was the case here for Hudson. There's a flare out to short left center field, and coming on, and that ball will drop in for a base hit. 3 players converging on it. But Wiegman with his first hit of the game, as he's officially 1 for 1. And that'll bring up Alec McLennan. That ball just a little flare. Wiegman going the other way and serving it out to short left center field.
McLennan.
So now each team with 3 hits in the game. And here's McLennan. McLennan walked his first plate appearance of the game. First pitch here. And he takes a little bit low, maybe a little bit outside, and it's 1-0. Gustafson out of the stretch, looks in for the sign. The 1-0. Taken on a heater for a called strike. Good placement there by Gustafson on the outside part of the plate. So that makes it 1-1. That pitch at 85 miles an hour. Highest pitch we've seen this year, clocked in at 91 in this tournament. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Tailing away from McLennan there, and he couldn't catch up to it, and he's behind it 1-2. 1 on, 1 out, top of the 5th inning in a scoreless game. Good off-speed pitch there at 70 miles an hour from Gustafson. Here's the delivery. Strike 3 called as McLennan caught looking there. 2 away in the inning and back to the top of the order, and here's Benjamin Nelson. Well, Gustafson needed 6 to tie, 7 to take the all-time lead in strikeouts for Olivet Nazarene, and he's going to shatter that here tonight at this pace. Nelson 0 for 2 in the game. Takes the first one here outside, 1-0. Connor Wiegman remaining at first after that bloop single with one away. As we play in the twilight. There's a strike called on a curve, 1-1. Right now, with the light the way it is, the glare from the video screen is really prominent right now. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. So now, Gustafson, one strike away from getting out of this inning. Looking to strand Wiegman at first. One ball, two strikes. The pitch. Curve in the dirt. And so it goes to 2-2. Nelson stands ready. Left-handed batter waggles the bat over his left shoulder. And the 2-2. Fastball. Called third strike. And that'll end the inning.
In the inning for Judson.
So for Judson,
no errors, and one runner was left.
No runs on a hit, no errors. One left on base. That's the fourth base runner left on for Judson in the game. Halfway home in our championship round opener. Your score, Judson nothing, Olivet Nazarene nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Heading to the bottom of the fifth inning here in downtown Joliet, Illinois.
Olivet Nazarene, fifth inning. Shortstop, number 1, Kai Hudson.
And Kai Hudson will lead it up now for Olivet Nazarene. Still a 0-0 game. What a pitcher's duel in progress here in this championship round matchup. And now before the inning starts, a little conference here between pitcher and catcher. Emilio Guitron for Judson and Aaron Gustafson for Olivet Nazarene. Dueling it out here tonight. Olivet wins, the tournament will come to an end and Olivet will claim the championship. Judson wins, will return tomorrow night for one final game. All right, Hudson now into the batter's box and we're ready to go in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch here. And that'll be inside for ball one. Hudson 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout back in inning number 2. Here's the wind and the 0-1. Taken down and away. So now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Guitron working quickly and the pitch down low, 2-1. Hudson, Pullins, and Ortiz 2 up for Olivet Nazarene. Here comes the 2-1. Taken, and that was a 3-1 pitch, and it'll be ball 4, and so a leadoff walk for Kai Hudson here. And that'll bring up Gunnar Pullins. We started to say during Pullins' last at bat, but he flied out on the second pitch, so he didn't finish. He was involved in perhaps the play of the tournament
First baseman number 30.
earlier on when he hit a single and wound up circling the bases, the second of 2 runs that scored on that play. Pullins reaching, and then was able to get to third. There's a bunt up the third base line. Barehanded here, and then the throw to first base. Pullins diving in, and he's out at first on a close play. Wingman coming in, a nice play in his own right, barehanding it and firing a perfect strike to first for the out. Hudson goes to second. That'll be scored a sacrifice. Although I get the impression Pullins was bunting for a hit there. Or if he wasn't, it was a great placed bunt either way. 1 out in the inning now, and that'll bring up Alex Ortiz. So anyway, Pullins was rounding the bases after an error. Got him to third, and then as there's a ball pulled down the line, foul. And as Pullins was heading into third base after the throwing error, the defense was holding on to the ball thinking the play would be over, and Pullins kept barreling around third and scored the second run of that sequence. And it was certainly the most dramatic play of the tournament to date. Here comes the 0-1 now, and that'll be low and away. So a ball and a strike. Or was that a called strike? Checking the board. Nope, it is now 1-1 on the board. Ortiz awaits the pitch. Fastball missing outside. Donovan Yell would be next. And will bat barring a line drive double play. Last pitch came in at 81 miles an hour. Guitron comes set of the pitch. And that is swung on and missed. Good placement there on the location. And now Ortiz in a 2-strike situation. Righty versus righty. Long look in by Guitron. Now here comes the set and the pitch on the way. Swung on, and he got a piece of it there. So the count holds 2-2. Guitron again looks in for the sign. Comes set. And the 2-2. High heat, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away in the inning. Guitron is 4th strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Donovan Yell. And again, Olivet Nazarene in danger of stranding a runner in scoring position. They have left 2 on so far in the game. They left a man at first in the first inning. And then in the 4th inning, Nolan Lewis was left on base at second after his 1-out double. Here's Yellow for 1 tonight, flied out to left field, and he goes the other way here, but it'll be a foul ball off to the left. 0-1 to the Olivet Nazarene center fielder. Bottom of the 5th inning, no score in the game. 2-out runner at second base here for Olivet Nazarene. Guitron looks in for the sign. Comes set. Now the pitch. Fouled back into the screen. And now Yell in the hole with no balls and 2 strikes. When you get to this point in the game, in a 0-0 game, and you wonder which team will be able to break through. Donovan Yell back into the batter's box. Guitron coming set. And the pitch. High and away. Yell not chasing after that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And again, we've talked about this during the tournament, the percentage of those 0-2 pitches that are actually swung on has to be unbelievably low. Didn't happen that time, and now the 1-2. That'll be chop foul right side. We'll try it again in a 2-strike situation here. Yeah, you could probably go back and watch all of the games and tally up the numbers, but to say that would be somewhat time-consuming would be a little bit of an understatement. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Might get done by the time the fall sports begin. Here's the 1-2, and fisted up the third base line. That'll be off the third baseman, and eventually no play made, and the inning will continue. Wiegman at third, not able to come up with that one cleanly. See if he gets charged with an error. As either way, yellow board at first. Hudson to third on the play. And back to the top of the order for Olivet Nazarene. And that'll bring up Robert Jackman.
Left fielder number 3, Robert Jackman.
Jackman in the game tonight. 1 for 2, a single and a fly out. Go-ahead run now, 90 feet away for Olivet Nazarene. The most serious threat of the game for either team. There's a swing and a foul to the right out of play, and it's 0-1. Jackman out of the box, now back in. Throw to first and the runner back in. Fifth inning in a 0-0 game. Game 1 of a potential 2 in the championship round between Judson and Olivet Nazarene. Pitch here, swung on, in the air. Has a little bit of carry to it to right field, but the catch will be made, and that'll end the inning. Zaratsky there, and another rally goes by the boards, or at least another opportunity goes by the boards for Olivet Nazarene.
In the inning for Olivet Nazarene.
In the inning.
No hits, there was 1 error.
No runs, no hits, an error. And 2 left after 5. 0-0. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. On we go to the top of the 6th inning. Scoreless game here at Dooley Health and Care Field in Joliet, Illinois. And the first pitch at the top of the 6th inning will be taken inside. 1 ball and no strikes here. As I will flip over my scorebook and will tell you that the leadoff hitter is Cameron Pauly, who goes after this next pitch. Hits a high fly ball to left center field, drifting over to his left, and Robert Jackman reaches up and makes the catch for out number 1 here in the Judson 6th inning.
Catcher number 30, Alex Spang.
So one away here, and now that'll bring up Alex Spang, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. So far, Aaron Gustafson in now 5 1/3 innings of work. 9 strikeouts and 2 walks. What an outing. But it's still anybody's game. One swing of the bat could change it. First pitch here, and that'll be low and away, 1-0. Spang striking out in the first and also in the third. Both strikeouts were of the swinging variety. Here's the 1-0. Check swing. Did he hold up? Appeal to the infield umpire. And the count 1-1. Gustafson looks in for the sign. The 1-1. That'll be bounced foul toward the third base dugout. So now Spang behind at 1-2, trying to avoid being a strikeout victim for the third time tonight. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Was it caught? And it was ruled it was caught there by Tyler Wheeler. And that is the second out of the inning. Strikeout number 10 for Gustafson.
Hitter number 23, Tommy Moran.
And that'll bring up Tommy Moran. Moran 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. First pitch here, 2 out, nobody on, goes after a high heater and came up empty. So 0-1 here. Timothy Ellinger would be next for Judson. What a different situation Judson is in this game, as there's a ball that'll come in high. Judson tossing up 15 runs in the game earlier on today in that elimination win over St. Ambrose. Swinging a high fly ball. Fairly deep right field, and about 10 feet in front of the track, Jacob Bultice makes the catch. And that will end another quick inning here for Judson.
And nobody was left on base.
So 1-2-3 frame there. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left. To the bottom of the 6th. Still 0-0. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, here we go. Bottom half of inning number 6. As this game remains a scoreless deadlock. And Emilio Guitron into the wide in the first pitch. A flare out towards short center field. That'll drop in for a leadoff single. As Ryan Russman aboard here to start things off in the Olivet 6th inning. Russman now 1 for 3 in the ball game. As he jumps on the first pitch and immediately on base. Here's Nolan Lewis now. Guitron working out of the stretch and the pitch. And that'll be low and away. 1-0 here. Lewis having a good game. A single and a double halfway to a cycle. A quick throw to first base and a close play, but safe is the call there. Guitron got the ball back and immediately fired to first and nearly was able to get the runner. Another throw to first, and again Russman dives back in. Ryan Russman there being tested over there at first base. Here's the set now. Guitron will come to the plate, and that'll be low and outside. So 2 balls and no strikes. Guitron looking for the sign. Another throw to first. And again, Russman diving back in. All right, Guitron again in the stretch. And the pitch. Missing outside. Alex Spang ready to come up firing, but held onto the ball behind the plate. So 3-0 now to Nolan Lewis. And Guitron in danger of issuing a walk, putting the go-ahead run in scoring position. The 3-0. Taking all the way, strike at the letters. Lewis thought he had a walk. Has to face at least one more pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Again, a quick throw to first base, a quick tag. But Russman back. All right, Guitron comes set. The pitch. Swung on. This is hit a mile into the air. Short left field. Drifting back. Shortstop coming in left fielder. And back to make the catch is Alec McLennan for the out. That ball was a mile into the air, it seemed. 1 away in the inning. And Lewis not able to advance the runner here. And that'll bring up Tyler Wheeler.
Catcher number 33, Tyler Wheeler.
Wheeler 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the game tonight. As here comes the set by Guitron in the pitch. Fastball high, 1-0. Guitron's pitch there at 82 miles an hour. Short lead by Russman at first. The pitch. And that'll be lofted down the right field line. Long run there, but Zaratsky not able to get to it. So now 1-1 the count with 1 away and a runner on base for Olivet Nazarene. Here's the set. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. So now Wheeler in a 2-strike situation. Steps out of the batter's box. Now back in. Quick throw to first base. I turned away just for a second, saw the first baseman throwing the ball back to Guitron there. Got to keep your eye on things right now. Here's the set. The 1-2. Off the outside corner. Count squared at 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nothing game in the 6th, and the pitch. Swung on and lifted down the right field line, slicing, and that'll land foul. Well, with the very, very last vestiges of daylight fading away here off to the west, just the faintest light remains. A little bit easier to track the ball when it goes into the air. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, and that'll be lined into left field. That'll be a base hit. Station to station here. Runners at first and second now for Olivet Nazarene. And that'll bring up Jacob Bultice. So the Tigers, for the 3rd straight inning now, have a runner in scoring position. They have yet to cash in.
Right fielder number 25, Jacob Boltice.
Boltice 0 for 2, a ground down and a strikeout. So 1 out and 2 aboard here. And another solid opportunity for Olivet Nazarene. The pitch. Boltice takes a heater high, and it's 1-0. Boltice grounding out in the second. Struck out swinging again when he batted in the fourth. Now a meeting at the mound here for Judson. Well, both teams are in the NAIA World Series, but still a lot to play for here. You know, we speculated earlier on in the tournament that Olivet, you wonder always when a team wins a national, rather when the team wins a national tournament bid by winning the regular season title, how motivated you might be during the conference tournament. But Olivet Nazarene, no shortage of motivation. They're going for 3 in a row here. Meeting on the mound, breaking up. Boltice back into the batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Guitron comes set, quickly delivers. Fastball upstairs to make it 2-0. Kai Hudson would be next. Boltice awaits, righty versus righty. The 2-0. Swung on and hit down the right field side, and that'll be a foul ball. So that goes to 2-1. Olivet Nazarene coming in as the number 1 seed in the tournament. Judson checked into the tournament as the number 6 seed. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Boltice takes a heater high and away. 3-1 to Boltice, and now Guitron here flirting with walking the bases loaded, or issuing a walk that would load the bases. Might be a more accurate way to put it. Here's the set now, and the 3-1. Foul ball off to the right, out of play. That ball was well up in the zone there. Boltice going after it. Kind of lofted it off to the right, and that runs the count full, 3-2. Just about at the 90-minute mark of this game. It's been a good one to call here. Bottom of the 6th, no score. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Boltice grounds it to the left side towards short. McLennan to second for 1. Close play there, and the call is out. Very close play as the runner at second forced out. On the play, Russman going to third. Boltice aboard on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Kai Hudson. Hudson a strikeout and a walk. And again, a runner at third. Olivet had runners at first and third with 2 out in the 5th. Not able to score. They'll try again here. Righty versus righty. Here's the first pitch. Strike called on the outside half, and it's 0-1. Guitron 4 strikeouts in the game. Has 1 walk. Hudson officially 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the pitch. A little bit low. So now 1-1. Runners take their leads at first and third. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Down low, 2-0. Well, was just thinking before that pitch was delivered, no matter what happens here, you just get the feeling this game is really going to go down to the last batter. The last batter in the last inning of maybe the last game of the year in the CCAC. Here's the next pitch, and that'll be hit to the right side, and that will be into right field for a base hit, and that will end the scoreless shutout here. As a throw coming into third, and they get the lead runner at third to end the inning, but the run will count as Olivet takes a 1-0 lead. Hudson gets an RBI on the play. Bull ties out at third on, I believe, a 9-5 put out. And either way, the inning comes to an end, but Olivet able to break through as they pick up a run in the inning. We've played 6. It's now Olivet Nazarene 1, Judson 0. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, 1-0 ball game now in favor of Olivet Nazarene as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. And here's Ellinger to lead it off now for Judson. And the first pitch from Aaron Gustafson in for a called strike on a nice curveball, and it's 0-1. Ellinger, Zaratsky, and Frederick do up for Judson. No balls, 1 strike in the pitch. And that'll be down and away to make it 1-1. So Olivet able to put across a run in that last half inning. 1-0 ball game. The pitch fouled back into the screen. So now I believe it is 1-2 here to Timothy Ellinger, who has grounded out twice to short. The first ground out resulted in a 6-3 double play. There's a ball low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gustafson, well, he has his lead. If he holds the team scoreless, Olivet will come out on top. There's a fastball missing outside. Judson has not really had any real great scoring opportunities here tonight. There's a swing and a foul ball left side out of play. Stays a 2-strike situation here. Judson retired in the first. They had the minimum bat in the second inning. Next pitch. And this is hit well, right side and on the ground and into right field for a base hit. Diving attempt at second there by Russman, but he couldn't come up with it. So the tying run aboard now for Judson as Ellinger singles. And that'll bring up Adam Zaratsky. Pinch runner coming into the game. This will be J.J. Brennan coming in. Brennan has been a pinch runner throughout the series, throughout the tournament, but he did bat today early on. I want to say he got a hit in that game. So Brennan aboard at first, and here's Adam Zaratsky. action in the Olivet Nazarene bullpen. Lefty versus righty. Gustafson deals. Sorotsky trying to bunt at a pitch that was out of the zone. Missed it. Throw to first base and the runner back in. Brennan diving back in there. One to 0 the count here. Or is it 0-1? Umpire holding up the count, and it is in fact 0-1 now. The set by Gustafson. And the pitch. Bunt attempt, and it'll spin foul back behind home plate, and now quickly 0-2 here. We'll see if the bunt stays on. Eagles trying to sacrifice the tying run in a scoring position, but so far not able to do so. All right, here comes the set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And so that's out number 1. And Sorotsky not able to advance the runner there. That'll bring up now Dane Frederick.
Center fielder number 1.
Aaron Gustafson is now fanned 11 in the game. Frederick, 1 for 2, a single and a line out. 1 on, 1 out, top of the 7th inning. Judson trailing at 1-0. And the pitch. Missing outside, 1-0 the count. Frederick, right-handed batter, stands in. Gustafson looking in for the sign. And the pitch. Started to swing, held up, and the pitch came in a little bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Top of the 7th inning in a tense championship round game. Judson trying to extend the tournament. Olivet Nazarene looking for the three-peat here tonight. Throw to first and the runner back in. Whoa, that was a closer play than one might have thought initially when the throw was being made to first base. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Foul back. Connor Wigman awaits on deck. And he will bat unless there is a double play here. Here comes the set now, and the 2-1 pitch from Gustafson. Swung on, right back up the middle, over the right side of the mound. Picked up there at second base to the shortstop for 1 on the force play. The relay, though, getting by here, and that'll be a throw that gets all the way to the sidewall. And so now Frederick will be awarded second base after Ellinger forced out. That was rather Brennan forced out at second base. Fielder's choice here, 2 away in the inning. And now here's Connor Wigman.
Third baseman, number 8.
Tying run, though, is in scoring position for Judson. As we play in the 7th, Olivet Nazarene, a 1-0 game. Good ball game, great ball game to call here. Gustafson out of the stretch, and the first pitch. Missing outside, 1-0. A lot of 0-0 games, if they're slow-paced or not really enjoyable at times to watch. This has not been the case tonight. Both pitchers working quickly, keeping everybody in the game. Here's the 1-0 from Gustafson. Started to swing, holding up. Pitch in for a strike anyway, and it's 1-1. Wigman is sacrifice and a single. Runner at second. Here's the set. And the pitch. Low and outside, 2-1 here. As they did score a throwing error there on the shortstop, Kai Hudson. And so that will account for Frederick's advancement to second base. So fielder's choice and an E6 on the scoring there as this next pitch down and away. Two balls and a strike right now on the board here. Wiegman awaits. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Wiegman now in a two-strike situation. And Aaron Gustafson 1 strike away from stranding the tying runner in scoring position. Now the count adjusted, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Adjusted on the scoreboard. Gustafson looks in. Here's an all-important payoff. Wiegman swings, line drive, right side. Knocked down there by Russman at second. Gets up to his feet, throws to first, and that'll end the inning. Ryan Russman, great job there. Just great concentration, I think. That ball could have handcuffed him, but he was able to maintain control and end the inning and strand the runner at scoring position. And it stays a 1-0 Olivet Nazarene lead. No runs in the inning on a hit, no errors. 1 left on base, stretch time in Joliet. It is Olivet Nazarene 1 and Judson nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we move now to the bottom half of inning number 7. And now Olivet Nazarene leading at 1-0, looking for some insurance here. As Gunnar Pullins will lead it off here. Pullins, Ortiz, and Yell do up here for Olivet Nazarene. Emilio Guitron now staying in the game on the mound. Guitron for Judson in the first pitch here, and that'll be in for a call and strike, and it's 0-1. Pullins has fly to right and also has a sacrifice. 0-1 the count and the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. He was right on that pitch but didn't catch it flush, and so he's behind his Pullins at 0-2. Pullins out of the box, now back in. Well, not quite yet. Called that one too early. Now he's back in. Bottom of 7, 1-0 Olivet Nazarene the lead. Here's the pitch. High and away. 1-2. Pullins, right-handed batter, taps the plate with a bat. Guitron into the wind and the delivery. Low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Well, the assignment here for Judson. Clear as can be. Keep it a 1-run game. Here's the next pitch. Way outside, and that runs it to 3-2 now. So after falling behind now, Pullins, definite possibility of drawing a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the wind of the pitch. Down low, ball 4. So Guitron loses Pullins, who draws the leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Alex Ortiz. Second walk by the Judson right-hander.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex Ortiz.
So now that'll bring up Alex Ortiz. And the pitch. popped up behind home plate. And so it's 0-1. Ortiz in the game, a ground down and a strikeout. No balls, one strike. Donovan Yell waits on deck. Huge run there at first base now for Olivet Nazarene. Here's the set. 0-1 pitch, squaring the bunt, pulling the bat back there is Ortiz, and the pitch was taken outside. That makes it 1-1. Ortiz, right-handed batter, standing in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Guitron looks in now for the sign. Comes set. And the pitch. Bunted into the air. It lands foul halfway up the first baseline. So 1-2 to Alex Ortiz. Ortiz adjusts his batting helmet in the batter's box there. Waggles the bat over high over his right shoulder. 1-2. Swung on, bounced to third base. Wigman fields, throws to second for 1. And they get the force play, but that throw was a little bit offline. Good stretch there at second base by Pauly just to make that catch to force the runner there at second. So Pullen's forced at second. Ortiz aboard on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring it up to the plate, Donovan Yell.
Center fielder number 54, Donovan Yell.
Yell, 0-for-2. He has reached on an error in the game. Each team has been charged with a defensive error. Throw to first and the runner back in. Guitron has the quickest move to first base I may have ever seen anywhere. Pitch to the plate here, fouled off to the left out of play. 0-1. I'm going to really date myself here. Been following baseball for, let's see if I can do the math in my head. "52 years. Back to my days of youth. Never saw a quicker move to first than tonight. There's a soft liner, and that'll be into left field for a base hit. Runner rounding second, going for 3 here. Throw coming in, a little bit offline, and now they throw to third will allow Yell to take second base. Ortiz to third. Yell with a base hit, taking second on the throw. And now a base hit here could really be devastating for Judson.
Robert Jackman.
Back to the top of the order, and Robert Jackman now. Great opportunity here for Olivet to move into the driver's seat in this game. Action in the Judson bullpen, meeting on the mound here. That might be it for Guitron. Yep. New pitcher coming in. Great effort on the mound by the Judson right-hander. Walking 2, striking out 4, but he will leave the game. We'll take a break, come back after a timeout. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So coming on now for Judson. Latest appearance in this tournament for Brendan Van Buren for the Eagles. He is the senior left-hander from Burlington, Illinois. Previously played at Elgin Community College, and he will try to keep this a one-run ball game as he inherits two base runners. And the infield moving in mostly around the diamond. First pitch from Van Buren, and that'll be down and in, 1 ball and no strikes, as it is Robert Jackman now to the plate. Jackman is 1 for 3 in the game. Led off the game with a single for Olivet. 1-0 count here. Lefty versus righty. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled to the back wall here. And so the count 1-1. Jackman, his last time up, hit the ball well, but lined out to Zaratsky and right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. And that'll be in. Nicely placed pitch there by Van Buren. And so now it's 1-2. Ryan Russman would be next. Runners at second and third, 1 out here. Huge jam for Judson. Strikeout would go a long way. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And so that is out number 2. Clutch strikeout there for Van Buren.
Second base.
And now that'll bring up Ryan Russman. Russman tonight, 1 for 3. Right-handed batter awaits. Lefty versus righty here. Crucial situation for Judson, trying to keep it close. First pitch to Russman. High and away, and it's 1-0. Russman singled his last time up, came around to score in the 6th inning. That's the only run of the game. 1-0 Olivet. Van Buren in the stretch. The 1-0. Down and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Van Buren playing with a little bit of fire here, falling behind the batter. Needing to get this out. He's going to have to come in with a good pitch likely here. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. That'll be bounced over the mound towards short. McClellan gloves near the bag at second, throws to first, and that will end the inning. And Van Buren gets out of the jam. In the inning. No runs for Olivet Nazarene. 1 hit, no errors. 2 left on base. We go to inning number 8. It stays Olivet Nazarene 1, Judson 0. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. we move here now to the top of the 8th inning, and Judson doing a great job there as Van Buren on the mound, able to get out of that tough situation and keep his team to within 1 as we go to the 8th inning. 9-1-2 coming up now in the Judson order. So Alec McLennan, the shortstop, will lead it off here for the Eagles. McLennan, Nelson, and Paulie do up. Wind to the first pitch coming in here, and that'll be fouled back out of play. 0-1 here. New pitcher looks like into the game for Olivet Nazarene now. As no balls and a strike to count here. Long look in for the sign. And the pitch, low and outside. Righty versus righty matchup here. As it is Jonathan Simpson now pitching for Olivet Nazarene. As we come now just past the 9 o'clock hour. And now the count on the board, 1 ball and 2 strikes to McLennan. So Aaron Gustafson, a stellar outing in the start tonight for Olivet. There's a pop foul right side out of play down the first base line. Gustafson tonight, 7 innings. Did not give up a run. 7 innings of shutout ball, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Hit sharply, but directly at shortstop. Picked up there by Kai Hudson, and the throw to first in time for the out. 1 away in the inning, and that now will bring up the top of the order, and Benjamin Nelson.
Left fielder number 2, Benjamin Nelson.
Nelson 0 for 3 in the game. Has a fly out and a pair of strikeouts. And the Judson offense, which posted 15 runs in the game earlier on tonight, or earlier on today, has been held to 4 hits and scoreless in this game. Strike called on the inside corner, 0-1 here. Here's the wind and the next pitch. And that'll be bunted, and it'll be popped foul back behind home plate. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. Missing outside, that runs it to 1-2. Righty versus lefty here. The delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 away in the inning now, and that'll bring up Cameron Paulie. First pitch here coming in as Jonathan Simpson deals, and it's down low. 1 ball and no strikes. So the Judson offense so far tonight pretty much being shut down in this game by Olivet pitching. There's a bouncer foul down the first base line, and it is now 1-1. Simpson, 9 pitches in his outing right now. The 1-1. And that'll miss. No, it'll be a called strike on the inner half. I thought that might miss down low, but that wasn't the case. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch. And that one does miss. Down low, 2-0, or rather 2-2. All right, time to get the broadcast back on track here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up left side, foul territory, and out of play. Ortiz, the third baseman, and Wheeler, the catcher, having a look there, but to no avail. Out of play. Pauly tonight 0 for 2 with a walk in the game. Two balls, 2 strikes here, and the pitch. This is hit well, and that'll drop into center field for a base hit. So Pauly well struck there for the base hit to center field. Pauly's first hit of the game. And with 2 away, the tying run on base now for Judson. And that'll bring up Alex Spang. Looks like J.J. Brennan will come in to run now. Nope, stand corrected. Instead, it will be Taylor Abercrombie coming in to run now for Judson. He came in the game today and scored a run late.
Your attention now, running over at first base, number 15, Taylor Abercrombie.
So Abercrombie in to run.
Now batting, the catcher, number 30, Alex Spang.
And here's Alex Spang. Well, a well-placed double could likely tie the game. Simpson, right-hander now out of the stretch. First pitch here. Fastball, missing down and away, 1-0. Spang has a pair of strikeouts, actually 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in the game for Spang. Looking to snap that unhappy streak. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that'll be fouled away to the right. 1-1 now to the Judson catcher. Olivet, 1 run, 7 hits and an error. Judson, no runs, now 5 hits and 1 error in the game. Good game to call here in this championship round opener. Here's the pitch. Fastball in for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now as Spang stands in. Simpson trying to end any hope of a threat in this inning right here. This ball is served down the right field line, kind of a check swing, and it'll be a pop foul down the right field side. Going out of play, landing on the berm. And it stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Spang back into the batter's box. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Foul tip, caught behind the plate by Wheeler, and the inning is over. So Spang, his 4th strikeout of the game. And Judson leaving the tying run on base. No runs in the inning and a hit, no errors. 1 left on base. Olivet now looking for some insurance here as we go bottom 8, 1-0 Olivet. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back here in Joliet, Cameron Pauly has now re-entered the game after being lifted for a pinch runner in the last half inning, so he is back in at second base. So we go bottom 8 here on this summer-like evening in Joliet.
Tiger, 8th inning.
And it'll be Nolan Lewis, who is 2 for 3 in the game, leading it off for the Tigers. First pitch swinging here, and that'll be fouled off, and it'll be 0-1. Lewis, Wheeler, and Boltais coming up here for Olivet. Olivet, 3 defensive outs away from a tournament win here tonight. No, and Nolan Lewis awaits. And now the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that makes it 0-2. Tried to say 0-2 pitch, and Nolan Lewis awaits simultaneously, which cannot be done. Here's the set now. And the pitch. Over but low. So now 1-2 to Lewis. Van Buren, so far 2/3 of an inning pitched. 1 strikeout. Came in and really got his team out of a jam to keep his team in the game. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Lewis out on strikes for the first out of the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 away, and that'll bring to the plate Tyler Wheeler. Wheeler 1 for 3. Singled his last time up.
Tyler Wheeler.
He's also flied out and struck out. Both pitching staffs tonight just outstanding in this game. All right, here comes the set. And the pitch. Fastball up high, 1-0. Jacob Boltais next, then it would be Kai Hudson in the bottom of the 8th. Van Buren, left-hander, comes set. And the pitch. Swinging a foul ball toward the right side. So now 1-1. Van Buren out of the stretch, the 1-1 to Wheeler. Over but low, 2 balls and a strike. Looking ahead to the Judson 9th inning. It'll be Moran, Ellinger, and Zaratsky due up. They'll need at least a run, and they're going to try to make it a situation where that's all they need to tie. Next pitch. Well, a delayed call, but the right arm went up, and it was a called strike. 3-1 now. And strike that and reverse it. The count on the board now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two coming in. Anytime now. Now here's the stretch. And the 2-2. Taken outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now a full count here to Wheeler. Well, Olivet, they lead 1-0, but they have had their opportunities. They could very well have a larger lead in this game. Most notably back in the 7th inning when they were able to put 2 runners on base in scoring position with 1 away, but could not add to their lead. Their only run of the game came back in the 6th. The next pitch, golf swing, hit deep to left center field, back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone! Tyler Wheeler circles the bases here and gives his team an insurance run, and Olivet Nazarene leads 2-0. That ball was a rocket. Dane Frederick going back into his right. It did not, looking at it through the binoculars, did not look like it cleared the fence by much, but it was enough going out near the flagpole just to the left of the batter's eye. So a 2-0 lead on the home run by Wheeler. Huge insurance run there for Olivet. That'll bring up Jacob Bultice. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the ball game tonight. Van Buren coming set now on the pitch. There's a swing and a foul tip at home plate, and it's 0-1. Well, said a moment ago, Judson will, for them, hope they would only need to at least get one to tie. Now they need to get at least a pair in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the set and the pitch. Strike called on the outside edge. So now 0-2 here to Bultice. Well, we've seen our share of home runs in this tournament. Alex Spang had a huge home run today for Judson in their game against St. Ambrose. Here's the delivery. Over but low. 1-2 now to Bultice. Bultice back into the batter's box. Long pause. And the 1-2. High and away. So the count squared, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Van Buren looks in for the sign now from Alex Spang. Here's the delivery. And then a miss just a little bit low. Might have been a tad outside. 3-2. We got a great view from our booth here, but the view is very similar to our static streaming shot. A little bit off to the left of home plate, and sometimes it can be hard to tell whether it's outside or low. Swinging a line drive, base hit to right field for Bultice. So Bultice with a 1-out single after the home run by Tyler Wheeler, and now that'll bring up Kai Hudson.
Shortstop, number 1.
And Olivet Nazarene almost now looking at a chance perhaps to really move into the driver's seat in this game. They've had chances earlier, not able to cash in, but they get the home run here, and now the single, and now we'll see if we have a new pitcher coming into the game for Judson. Yes, we will. That'll be it for Brandon Van Buren. Going 1 1/3. Gave up 1 earned run on the home run, struck out 2, did not walk a batter, and he's responsible for the runner at first base. We'll take a break, come back. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So Jake Berger, the right-hander, junior from Lockport, Illinois, Coming into the game now for Judson, inheriting a base runner at first here, as it'll be Kai Hudson to step in now against Berger here. A run in, 1-on-1 out in the 8th inning. 2-0 Olivet Nazarene as they double their lead on the home run by Tyler Wheeler. First pitch here coming in, fastball up high. Hudson, 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI in the game. He drove in the first run on a single. Ryan Rushman scoring before Jacob Bultice was out at third base trying to head into third. There's a throw to first and the runner back in. 1 ball, no strikes. Hudson, right-handed batter. Runner going, line drive out to short center field. That'll fall in for a base hit. Runner going into third base here, and now runners at the corners for Olivet Nazarene. Bultice to third. Hudson aboard at first. And that'll bring up Gunnar Pullins. And Olivet now, as we noted earlier on, trying to almost put the game away here early in this 8th inning. Still 1 away in the inning. Pullins 0 for 1. Officially in the game, throw to first base and the runner back in. Pullins, as we said, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice and a walk. Squares the bunt here, and the pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Would not be a bad time for a squeeze play here. You're kind of, right now, in control of the game. Leading at 2-0. Squeeze play, a chance to get a run in. Looks like a safety squeeze here. The bunt laid down, and they'll score the run. Well executed there. Spang in front of the plate, fires to first for the out. But the run comes in, and that makes it 3-0 Olivet Nazarene. Pullins with the RBI. On the play, Kai Hudson the second. 2 down in the inning. Oh, that is great baseball there. Here's Alex Ortiz. Just as a fan, fun to see that kind of ball. Don't see that so much in the major leagues anymore. Ortiz taking here, and that'll be up high 1-0. It's all the power game now in MLB. Launch angle, exit velo. Ortiz hit into a fielder's choice in his own right last time up. Here's the pitch. Way upstairs, 2-0. So 2 across for Olivet Nazarene here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and Judson's chances here in this game seemingly fading away here a little bit. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Low, 3-0. Righty versus righty here. Last pitch checking in at 82 miles an hour. Here's the next one. In for a called strike. That makes it 3-1. Donovan Yell would be next. 2 out, 2 in. A runner at second for Olivet. And the pitch. High, ball 4, and the inning continues. Runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Donovan Yell.
Center fielder number 54, Donovan Yell.
Yell in the game. A fly out to left. He has also reached on an error and on a single. Two on, 2 out, 2 in for Olivet Nazarene here in the 8th. Here's the pitch to Yell, and he takes down low, 1-0. Yell, the 7th Tiger to bat in the inning. The 1-0. Right down the pipe for a called strike. So that evens it up at 1-1. Robert Jackman would be next, and we would recycle back to the top of the Olivet order. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on in the air to left field. Coming on into his right and making the play, Benjamin Nelson, and that'll end the inning. But the damage done for Olivet Nazarene, or by Olivet Nazarene.
In the inning for
as in the inning.
2 runs on 3 hits.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. 2 left on base. Last chance for Judson. They need 3 to extend the game. We go to the 9th inning. Olivet Nazarene 3, Judson nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, last chance here for Judson. They need 3 to tie. They scored 15 today, so it can be done. As it'll be Tommy Moran to lead it off now for the Judson Eagles, as Jonathan Simpson will try to wrap up a tournament title here for Olivet Nazarene. Moran 1 for 3 with a strikeout tonight. First pitch here, coming in down, it looked like low and away. Simpson into the line of the pitch. That'll be bounced foul toward the third base dugout. And the count even now, 1-1. Again, Moran, Ellinger, and Zarowski due up for Judson. Simpson into the wind. And the 1-1. Hit well to left field. Let's see if it stays up in the air. Coming on, Robert Jackman makes the catch about shoulder high for out number 1. Well, if it ends here tonight, want to say again, it's been an honor to call the games here in the tournament. Called them all this year. I think it's year 13 for calling the CCAC tournament. Started back when it was held at Oil City Stadium in Whiting, hosted by Calumet St. Joseph, then on to Hofer Field in at Judson. There's a ball high, 1-0 now to Ellinger, and now on to Joliet here the last few years. And my sincere thanks to all involved for having me back this year. Lots of fun as always. Here's the wind now and the next pitch. And that'll be over, but I believe a little bit low. That would make it 2-0. Simpson into the wind and the delivery. And that'll be over but low, 3-0 here. Well, Simpson is not going to want to walk this batter, so Ellinger should be able to get a good pitch or two to look at here, but instead, 3-0 high and away, that's ball 4.
Third baseman, right fielder, number 12, Adam Zarowski.
So Simpson, since coming on, issues his first walk. And that'll bring up Adam Zarowski now, as Judson needing one more base runner to bring the tying run to the plate. All right, Simpson out of the stretch now. And the pitch. This is hit hard, and it'll be a fair ball down the left field line, rolling toward the corner. Jackman over in the corner, able to pick it up in foul territory. Bobbles a little bit, but it won't have an effect on the outcome of the play. Runners at second and third with a one away. On the double by Adam Zaratsky. And this is the most sustained attack tonight offensively for the Eagles in the game. So now Dane Frederick will bat, and as he stands in, he represents the tying run.
Dane Frederick.
Little drama yet here in this game. Going down to the last batter. Frederick, a fielder's choice his last time up. Also has singled and lined out. First pitch here, and that'll be low and away, 1-0. Connor Wiegman next, and then it would be Alec McLennan. 1 ball, no strikes, 3-0, Olivet Nazarene the lead. And the 1-0. Bounce to the left side, backing up on it and making the play at third base. Ortiz throws to first. Low throw in time. Runner from third scoring, then a throw to third as the runner from second tries to advance. Well, kind of a risky base running play there, given the situation, but it works out okay as, again, the run coming in and Zaratsky going to third. As there are now 2 out in the inning. Frederick, the RBI ground out. And now that'll bring up the last hope, Connor Wiegman for Judson.
Third baseman, number 18, Connor Wiegman.
Wiegman in the game. 1 for 2, a single, and he has a sacrifice. Simpson into the line in the first pitch. Missing outside, 1-0. And now the 1-0. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Again, McLennan would be next. If he comes to the plate, he would represent the tying run. 2 balls, no strikes. Taking all the way here, and it's in for a called strike. So now 2-1 to Connor Wiegman. Both teams again have punched tickets to the NAIA World Series. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And now Olivet 1 strike away. Everybody on the top step on the Olivet bench in the Olivet dugout in anticipation. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the line of the pitch. Fouled off to the left, out of play, and the game continues. Two balls, 2 strikes. The windup in the pitch. Just a little bit low. 3-2. Judson still with some life. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch. Fouled off. That ran inside, and Wiegman able to spoil it nicely there. Got around on it and lined it toward the third base side. Stays 3-2. Wiegman back into the batter's box. Here's another payoff from Simpson. Fouled again at home plate. Just barely got a piece of it. New ball thrown out here to Jonathan Simpson. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Knocked down behind the bag at first. Getting to the bag at first base is Gunnar Pullins. And that is 1, 2, and now 3 straight CCAC tournament championships for the Olivet Nazarene Tigers. Pullins, a great play there, diving to his right, smothering it, and getting the 3 unassisted put out, and the tournament comes to an end, and Olivet Nazarene, your 2022 CCAC tournament champions. So the celebration begins for Olivet Nazarene as they also win this year yet another regular season championship here in the CCAC. And just a tremendous pitching effort here tonight by Olivet. was a 3-1 final score in this game, as Judson does get a run in the 9th inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
And now we'll have the presentation of the
all of you for attending
awards there here afterwards.
of the Chicago.
As 1 run in the inning there for Judson and a 3-1 final
We'd also
score.
like to thank the host, the Joliet
And so
as well as the
Olivet Nazarene
Francis. Thank you to
gets another
Brian Mahalik
tournament title here. My thanks to tournament director and
for putting on the
St. Francis Athletic Director Dave Laquetta. My great thanks again as well to the
umpire assignment chair as well as all the umpires. And we'd also like to thank
live stream
John Weston,
engineer
our announcer for
Alex
all of our
Milcars
broadcasts
helping out. And my thanks to Dave Laquetta
Thank you.
on the shout out on the public address.
Superior calls of all the
As
teams here in
the season in the CCAC comes to an end. And again, could not have done it without the help of Alex on the engineering here tonight.
Judson University.
So congratulations all around to both teams. Final totals in the game tonight.
Round by finishing
For Olivet Nazarene,
runner-up.
3 runs,
6 Judson University advances to the
10 hits, 1 error.
tournament opening round. We wish
And for Judson, 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error in the game.
we call upon
Olivet Nazarene has now won 30 of their last 31 games. And they, along with Judson, will move on to the NAIA World Series.
championship plaque
Well, again, my really most sincere thanks
CCAC
for
tournament
being allowed the honor of calling the tournament this year.
Olivet Nazarene.
Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, enjoyed bringing them to you.
CCAC.
And the best of luck to both Olivet Nazarene and Judson, representing the CCAC in the upcoming NAIA World Series. Final again here, as the championship round only needing 1 game tonight. It was Olivet Nazarene 3 and Judson 1.
Again, congratulations to
Thank you for tuning in throughout the tournament.
representing the Chicagoland
And we hope you all have a great summer, and we'll see you again
National
in 2023.
next week.
And as we sign off the air once again, congratulations to Olivet Nazarene University's Tigers, the 2022 CCAC Tournament Champions. For all of us who worked on the tournament and the broadcast this week, I'm Tom Westenfeld. Thank you for tuning in. And from Joliet, we wish you all a very pleasant good night.